Hey y'all, it's your girl Soul.
And I'm Dom.
And this is
Pretty Girl Privilege Podcast.
Period.
3, 2, 1.
Who we have here, y'all? So, number one, y'all already know who he is. I don't even have to tell y'all.
Here we go.
Sherlock homeboy, Garnett, however you know him, one of the funniest men in this area. Give it up for him.
Thank y'all. Appreciate that. Listen, that's one of the best ones. I didn't even know if he was talking about me or not. Like don't ever give me no praise like that.
I know. No one else is here.
But I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here. Honestly, happy to be here.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you.
We go way back.
We'll get to
We're going to talk about that.
But for this episode today, we decided to bring on someone we thought was a seasoned podcaster.
Absolutely.
So, you guys know him from somewhere. I can say I've seen Garnett on, I don't even know how many podcasts. Like, I feel like he is a professional podcaster. So, for us to be just starting out, we wanted to bring somebody on here that can give us some game, give y'all some game, because it's a time where people are creating a new platform.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasting is the new media.
Mm-hmm.
It's the new radio. It's the new thing. So it's good to have you here. I mean, he does a bunch of other stuff outside of that, and we'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did just want to let everybody know that too as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just a comedian.
No, I'm here. I appreciate that. So we can get into it. We can run it. I got
So
questions for
what's
y'all too.
Well, first and
So
foremost,
let's go.
can you introduce yourself? Like, let the audience know who you are.
All right, so my
anyone who
name
doesn't.
is Garnett Briscoe. I'm a sit-down comedian, stand-up comedian, philanthropist, marine biologist, hang glider, underwater
Hang
ceramic
glider.
technician. If you don't know what that is, that means I wash dishes on the side a little bit.
Okay.
I'm pretty much everything, you know. I do a little bit of everything, so.
Okay.
She said, "Oh my God, he hang
I'm like, what's that? Okay, you got to tell me what that is. You see, he already teaching us stuff.
Look, I tried pottery for the first time. I thought it was going to be easy. I was like, what?
Girl,
I don't see how people...
With those nails, you was trying to do pottery.
Yeah, they definitely said I shouldn't have had nails. But it was still hard as hell. Like, super hard.
Girl. And he doing hang gliding. Can you teach us?
Yeah, sure, we could definitely go out one day. Make that happen for y'all.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Just, y'all got signed waivers.
What kind of way?
I know.
Just in case if anything goes
It's
wrong,
one of them.
I ain't
It's
know.
not.
You die. I ain't responsible.
It ain't, that's not my business. More or less is what he's trying to say. Okay. Well, that's the thing. So my first question for you is, why'd you want to, like, what made you first want to go onto a podcast or be a part of a podcast?
So that's kind of like it's a long story. I'm gonna try to shorten that up. I mean, I got into radio back in like 2011.
Okay.
Always Live Radio. It was an online radio station hosted by DJ Rick the Roller. And one of my friends at the time, he had just got a show from DJ Rick the Roller, on like a Sunday night or something like that. And he was looking for hosts. And he asked me, and I showed up that day. And I fell in love with it, just the power, the power that you have with the mic. Yeah. Just realizing that, your words hold weights on. Mm-hmm. And I get a chance to express myself, whether it's being funny, whether it's being serious, however I'm feeling that day, I get a chance to get that off. And that was short-lived. It was only a couple months. But that got, my brain working. So after that, I was looking for stuff that was similar to it. And it took me a little bit to find it, but I ran across Combat Jack, the Combat Jack Show. Rest in peace to Combat Jack.
Yeah,
He's a podcast, like a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Super legend, especially within the hip hop realm. Mm-hmm. And I ended up finding his podcast, and I took a liking to it. I still didn't know what podcast was yet. Okay. This is around like 2014. I still, I don't really know what's going on. It's pre-recorded. We still got radio stations.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
But shortly after that, I ended up stumbling across the Brilliant Idiots. Charlamagne.
That's my favorite podcast. That's my favorite one.
So during that time, I did know I wanted to do interviews.
Okay.
But in my head, I wanted to like bring back my own version of like Rap City.
Oh.
That was like my thing. So I was trying to like figure out how to like fuse it together.
Yeah.
And I heard the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and they had a guest on that day. which was like later on in the episode. So like the first hour was
It's
just
just
them.
them.
And it was just like, yo, this is it. This is how I'm going to be able to fuse both of them. Let's get a camera. At the time it was a GoPro. Like, let's get a GoPro. Let's set this up. Let's make it happen. So, you know, I finally got started with that in 2015.
Okay.
And I've been in the podcast realm, radio realm ever since. So.
Awesome. Okay. That was my next question. I was going to say, like, did you listen to podcasts a lot? So was that your thing where you like?
Yeah, like once I'm kind of
like, what's your favorite?
My favorite, I can't necessarily have a favorite right now just because of the way that I am when I'm doing podcasts.
Okay.
I don't like to be influenced too much.
Oh, so you don't watch them a lot?
Yeah, I don't do it a lot. I make
Okay.
sure I do check in every now and then. I just don't want anybody to, you know, rub off on me.
Yeah, now you still in somebody's podcast.
Remember, I always told you that about me doing clothes.
Yeah.
Like, I never followed other designers because I didn't want to subconsciously, you know, take things from them.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, so I always say that. So I agree with that.
And I think even with podcasts, like with me, from like even before we started this, Soul Note, all I do is listen to podcasts. Like that's like my music is podcasts. So I'm just constantly listening to them. And when we started, she's like, "Can you stop watching other people's podcasts? Like watch ours." And I don't even like it's hard for me to watch ours because I gotta listen. You know, it's hard to listen to yourself back. And I'm like, oh, my voice is so squeaky, and you know, I'm like,
we be going in.
We go in on ourselves, and we both always have to
like,
tell
oh
ourselves.
Oh my God, girl, I sound like a drunk ass auntie. Why you let me say that? What the fuck?
It's needed though. Sometimes it be needed.
The next day we always like, girl, I can't believe we said that last night, but we putting it out, girl. It is what it is. Like this is us.
We be editing, I be like,
just
girl,
leave it in. Just leave it in. Whatever.
Oh, well.
You know, it is what it is. So yeah. So that's good to know. Like maybe I should chill out a little bit because I just listen to.
Nah, I mean that's me and that's her.
Yeah.
I know people that can do it and still separate both. I just know myself where if somebody's funny, it's hard not to be funny like them.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
So I just try to check
That's
in
true.
every now and then. I can't watch it religiously how I used to do it. The Joe Budden podcast, just the regular stuff.
Yeah.
I watch Joe Rogan.
I love Joe Rogan.
I still keep up with the Breakfast Club.
$1 million worth of game when they got "Don't Call Me White Girl" on there is like it's food to my soul.
I haven't watched that in a very long time, but I'm pretty sure it's alright.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm pretty sure. No, don't.
I forgot that was a thing. I'm sorry.
It's not a thing. You don't gotta apologize.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not too in tune with a lot of podcasts every week anyway.
Gotcha.
You know
So it wouldn't. It's not like you're
not
being shady. You just wouldn't. Yeah.
So same thing. Drink Champs every night. I didn't listen to Drink Champs because I loved it a lot.
Oh, it's so good.
Nori is so hilarious.
He's a legend. Like he's a legend.
But his like.
And the fact that he gets so lit and he's still so good, it's like
he just him.
And he'll just ask anybody anything. Like he is no limits for him. I love Nori.
But that's the person's like I can't listen to too much because he is that funny that he will influence me.
Yeah, it'll rub off.
So
on
it's
you.
like Nori, I salute the podcast, I really do. But every now and then I'll check back in, but I can't.
I get it. Go ahead.
Segue. Did y'all ever see Tyson's podcast?
Who's Tyson?
Mike Tyson. No, so Mike Tyson has a dope podcast. He's one of the most interesting people.
I love Mike Tyson. I'm mad I didn't know he had a podcast.
He's on there smoking weed with people.
As soon as we go on break, I am like looking this up, downloading it, and listening to it because I love Mike Tyson.
You know he got that
mouthpiece, that speech impediment.
Exactly. Like, you don't want to listen to the audio. You probably want to watch the video.
I definitely like to watch my podcast anyway, so I'll do that. Yes, Tyson. I'm excited.
Yeah, he got a good one. T.I. got a pretty good podcast. I like the guests he bring on there. I watch sports podcasts. I'm, as far as like ESPN, they turn that into podcasts now. So if I end up missing like a Sports Center or something, I'll just listen to the podcast of it if I'm out. So just a mixture of everything, but I try to focus on my work first.
That makes sense. Speaking of that, I actually want to ask, as we all know, you just left the Devin Wade podcast, and you let us know that just because you have other endeavors that you have to attack, and podcasts are a lot of work, we know that. We can speak on behalf of you. Podcasts are a lot of work. So with that being said, let me ask you, was it hard to be on a podcast with so many other co-hosts?
Yes and no. So, y'all have each other.
It's just
But even that, you know, is hard within itself because you have to play off of her. You have to have awareness enough to, you know when to talk, know when not to talk, to let the guests go. So it definitely was a little hard in that setting as far as that, but that's easy adjustments. That's just doing it. The more you do it, the more you figure out what's going on.
That's what we be saying. Like, we
more
watch
you
it back
actually
and be like, all right.
Girl, we got to do better with this.
Right.
We always critiquing ourselves.
So even that, you know, the first day that we started, we really didn't have like no camera etiquette. Well, I know I didn't know how to sit. I didn't know like where the camera was at. The mic was blocking half of my face. So like the first couple episodes, it's like I really don't know what's going on, but I had to go through that in order to learn, you know, what's happening. But having a different co-host is pretty cool, man. Like I said, you get to play off of them. Once they get a chance to know you, y'all just throwing each other alley-oops in the room. You know, but it's definitely having a lot of moving parts is always going to make it a little bit more difficult. But, I mean, it was definitely fun to me.
Because we feel like our last episode, we had the most guests we ever had on the show. And I'm like, yo, it's so many parts we're like all talking over each other because it's so many of us, and we were just so, like, everybody was so in tune with the conversation. I was like, dang, I don't know how people have this many people on one podcast every episode.
Right.
That's all natural though. Like that's.
But I mean, if you're with each other every day, I mean, after a while, it becomes a routine.
But even, I mean, we still had times where we was yelling, talking over each other.
It's bound to happen.
It's still life, you know. Sometimes you forget you on set and you doing the show. You just think, you know, you talking to your homies about something that's serious or whatever the case may be.
Because a podcast is just a conversation.
Exactly.
It's just a conversation.
And you can really get lost in that convo when it's a real good convo and you emotional about it and you got a valid point to stand on. And you can, you know, you get the bickering back and forth, but that goes back to the awareness where, you know, if two people is bickering back and forth, I'll probably shut up. Because if I try to bicker back, it just makes everything worse.
It's not
fun. So it's all, you know, just trying to pick and choose when to, you know, shoot your shot.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Did you have some of your drink yet?
I haven't. It looks very cute.
Not cute.
It's pretty.
Look like by the end of this, y'all try to have me grow some panties or something. This is crazy.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, I don't want to wear no panties. I'm just saying, this is that, like, it's sweet. It's good though.
It's good. So this is from Ty's Fruit Frenzies. She was our drink sponsor for this episode, and she sent the little garnishes and everything.
They got a kick to it too.
So
it's tequila. Okay, it's
good.
So pretty, and she like made sure she sends everything to go with it. Thank you so much, Ty. We appreciate that.
Y'all got your pretty girl privilege cup. Okay, this is y'all moving on up. Y'all got
pretty girl.
Y'all got the
pretty girl
privilege. Come on. So if an ugly woman happened to see that, like, how would they feel about that? Because
we don't believe anyone is ugly.
So why do you have pretty girl privilege then? And not unless you're just saying everybody's pretty girl privilege.
Well, go ahead. So take it.
Well, okay. So our name is kind of, in a way, it's kind of like a joke.
It's sarcasm.
Like sarcasm. So it's like, women feel like, because for me and her, we do a lot of stuff. Like, you know, we're educated, we're moms, we're business owners. We worked in corporate America for a long time. Like, and we've just done pretty much everything. So I feel like we're so much more than what we look like.
Right.
And you're automatically judged off the way you look. And half the time, honestly, Garnett, I don't see myself. So it's like when I'm interacting with people, I feel like a lot of people take it as if like, oh, look at this pretty girl. And it's like, I don't even remember that I'm pretty. Like half the time, I don't even remember I'm pretty.
I'm too busy grinding.
Yeah, I'm too busy grinding or being a clown. Like, I'm goofy as shit.
Like, both are clowns.
She said, I forgot.
Yeah, like I be forgetting until somebody say something or compliment me, or I'll be like, oh shit. Like, you know, oh yeah. But I feel like people prejudge you, and then some people do use it to their advantage. So that's why in our intro video, when we were promoting the podcast, you'll see us sitting down and we're, you know, me and her are like, yeah, we're going to sing our theme song. We always sing. We don't always sound the best.
We can't sing, but...
So we were like, we're going to play off of that. So we were singing, and then you have the director that's like, cut. Like, this is not going to do it. And we were like, well, where's the pretty girl privilege? Like, why do we need this? Why do we need to know how to sing? We're cute. Like, and we were being smart. Like, some people assume just because you're pretty, you got the word at your feet. Like, Nah, like we grind, like we work, we do a lot. It's so much more than what you see.
Exactly. I feel like this show is like from the POV of women that are more than pretty. You know, like, so that's what it really is about. It's really not about us being pretty at all. It's just about us being hustlers. And
I even think, I mean, the whole setup is dope. To have, you know, two strong, beautiful black women working together, bringing other people on, you know, to try to have, you know, their platform grow and expand. So to see y'all actually working together and something that I know is super hard, you know, but to see how y'all doing it, you know, y'all got some good production.
I mean, not hard in a bad way.
No,
but it's hard though.
We've been blessed. Just someone said to me today, she's like, how do you and her just like agree on everything and just like get it done? I'm like, we both.
But like we said, that's why we started a podcast. Like me and her would conversate, and I'd be like, girl, like people need to hear us. Like something's wrong with us.
We're soul sisters.
It
put us together for sure.
And even on the show, you'll see, and that stuff is not pre-programmed. Like it's times when me and her say the same shit at the same time,
start singing the same song.
or start singing the same song, or like, and it's like, damn, like we really be like, I don't know, it's weird, but like we say, we like soul sisters, so it was like, why not? Like,
I think it's dope.
I appreciate it.
Power with y'all.
Yeah.
I understand. That's a good answer too. Pretty good.
You're the first person who's asked us that. Let's just.
We've been waiting.
That's what I do.
Yes.
And we've been meaning to say something because we don't want people to take it in a negative way.
But no one has. Well, no one has told us that.
Yeah.
I'm sure people have been like, these bitches, where they cute? We don't say we're cute. We are cute.
They just forgot for a second. That's all.
We getting y'all like, I'm a good person. Now y'all gotta stop. No, I'm a good person. That's why you should watch my podcast.
They know that if they watch though. We just regular Jones.
I don't think they regular at all. But
I mean, we try to be. Nah.
Loki, can you pass me my drink? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I got
y'all. Y'all never see like. This is camera etiquette. Letting Soul pass me my drink instead of me getting down.
Hey, sometimes I'd have pushed the table. We could.
I know. I was gonna ask you, but I didn't want to ask the guests if you passed me.
You know, it get real ghetto on PGP.
Y'all
so
know it get ghetto here. A little bit ghetto. Hope you can take it.
You know what?
It's already there. I just don't show it a lot, but it's there.
That's right. I know that.
While we at it, you know what? We need to get back to him saying he has a story.
I want them to talk about their friendship and meeting.
I'm gonna let Garnett go because.
Oh, so first meeting each other? Yo, you really don't remember this?
I don't.
So 2008, and I remember this summer vividly because I just had graduated high school that summer.
It's like you grown now. You grown.
Me and my family went to Florida. You know, that was like our family vacation. I was working at CBS at the time, and every Monday night, me and a couple of the homies was going to Plush nightclub.
Oh my God, yo, I did meet you at the club. Now that I think about it, yo.
Okay, you was in Plush.
Yeah, I used to be right in Florida.
Yes.
But me and Garnett, I don't think we ever danced. Like, I feel like when I met Garnett,
I don't think we danced. I do remember how we met though.
How?
I was walking past the stage. Next thing I know, a foot kind of like hit me in my stomach as I'm walking past the stage. I'm like, what is this? Like, whose foot is this? I look over, I see a pretty girl right there. I'm like, all right, her foot cool. So I try to like walk past it. She kept her foot there.
That's pretty girl privilege.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna introduce myself now. So, you know, we got to talking, but we've been cool ever since.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I might have seen.
That's
what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never been I ain't like shooting like Steph Curry, but I might come with a little.
You might kick
chirping niggas. That's what you do.
I'm like, wait, it's dark. Let me see what he look like. Like, no, wait, no, it's like it's dark. What he look like? Put my foot out and see him up close. You know how that be.
Foot out though. Sis.
I probably did. I don't remember this, and I'm not saying I ever did that, but I could have.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but I only told you.
We was young, wild, and free during the Plush nights.
Right.
It really wasn't nothing to it. Like we talked, and we ended up becoming like just cool, like real cool.
No, yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't nothing. So like, I'm happy you kicked me in my stomach. I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Shout out to Plush nightclub. Man.
Yeah, shout out to Plush. I'm pretty sure Mar promoted that party.
Yes. Yep.
And we had Mar on here. Shout out to my boy Mar. We had him on here. And that's what I was telling him. I was like, yo.
I think it was Sean Miles, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Sean Miles.
Check him out. Sean Miles. Yeah, he's a throwback. Shout out to Sean Miles.
He's a throwback. Sheesh.
Like, meaning, like, he was like...
No, he's been, like, doing parties, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Decades.
Yeah, that's just when I was just getting out the crib, so that's 08.
Okay.
I don't know, but... Nah, yeah, Plush nightclub.
Yeah, Plush was... Plush and Samba, I think it was.
Yep, Samba's, Shampoo.
Pinnacle.
Yeah,
Shampoo.
She shook her head like memories.
They'd be like, ooh, yikes.
That was bad.
Nah, that's back when I was drinking Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, Jesus. I probably had Mad Dog or a Club Mix or something before I went to.
I used to get 2 every time, either before Shampoo or before Plush. I would get the green apple one and the blue one. And I would always throw up.
Oh my god!
But it was just like after a while, I was like, if I didn't throw up, it probably wasn't gonna be a good night. But that shit will always like hit my stomach.
He like, look, if I ain't fucked up, then
always.
Yeah, that's
yeah, no
that was like
dog,
Four
no
Loko before Four Loko.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we definitely was drinking Mad Dog because I feel like at that age it was like
it was new.
Mom, mind your business. Number one.
Mom, mind your business.
Because we talking about years and I'm talking about Mad Dogs. Mind your business, Mom. Mind your business. But, I mean, at that age, you had to ask people to buy you liquor. So I feel like that's all the old heads be like, how much you got? You like, I got 10. They like, you getting fucking Mad Dog. Like, what the fuck I'm going to get you with $10?
Them shits was like $2.50 a bottle.
That's what I'm saying.
Super drunk off $5.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's when
goodness.
niggas ain't had no bread like that. Like, all right, give me whatever you can get me for $10.
Sheesh Louise.
Mad Dog 20. So, what was y'all first drink? Like
I'm
go-to drink.
Oh my God! Like,
don't be embarrassed. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna say where I was at and how old I was. Extra dry gin.
See, wow.
Oh, that's worse than mine.
And we was still in my homegirl's mom's liquor.
That explains.
And we didn't know what it was.
What?
That explains a lot.
Because we didn't want to touch the Kvassier. Like, you know,
Kvassier.
exactly. So we was like, extra dry gin, that'll work too.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, girl. Whew, that sucked all the moisture out of my mouth. Like, it was just like.
It did not give you cotton mouth.
It didn't even get to my throat yet.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
See, that's the type
I couldn't
of stuff
breathe.
that happens
I was like,
to
no. Exactly.
That's the trick.
She was like, I'm drinking dry gin. I ain't pretty. What does this look like? Oh my goodness.
Listen, this is the only liquor we got.
Okay.
We gonna try this.
Yeah, it was
I didn't know it was really gonna be dry.
Cisco, I remember like
oh my
going
God,
down
Cisco,
my boy his basement, and like his dad had his bar down there doing the same thing. It's like we can't get the good stuff, but we gonna drink it. Cisco,
right?
We was trying to fill it back up with juice, all that shit afterwards, but
yeah.
And when you think about that, now that you're grown, because like I have a kid and my son is like 7, and I always think about like when he gets older, and I'm just thinking about like as kids we were dumb as hell. It's like you putting juice back in their liquor, like they're not gonna know it's fucking juice and liquor when they pour the shit. Like, and we used to do dumb shit like that. We used to mix their liquors and shit. Like, all right, we gonna pour one from out of this bottle and pour it back in this one to even them out. Like, and it ain't even the same shit. They probably like, who the fuck put vodka in my tequila, bitch?
I cannot.
Because we ain't know the difference.
Because right now, if somebody mess with your alcohol, y'all gonna
That's
what I'm saying. I'ma definitely know.
I be sipping it every day.
Right? You touch my shit.
Exactly. My first drink was Peachka.
Yo,
I used to drink Peachka.
I got stories about
my wildest club night was all Peachka.
Peachka. That's.
And if I showed you the picture, you know what? No, I'm not even, because that picture is so embarrassing.
No,
like,
you should pop the picture up.
No.
Put it up.
No, because listen, this was back in the day when I used to put tracks in my bangs to
to make it fuller. You got full ass hair, girl.
But it was straight though, so you know I wanted it to be like, and it was two-tone. Like I had put another color behind it.
Okay.
By the time I came out the club, Dominique, my actual real hair was afro.
And
the bang was straight.
Straight. Lord Jesus, you was one of them, girl. Woo, child.
And my friend was getting taken away by some niggas I didn't even know. And she wasn't even with me the whole time. Soon, I swear, Daniqua, I'm gonna shout you out right now.
Woo.
She was queen. Get to the club and leave you. And she knew that. She was, listen, it was me and her that night. We drank a half a bottle of Peachka, drove to Philly. Mind you, we almost broke down because we needed gas.
All right, it's always ghetto.
Took us an hour.
Ghetto at that age.
We get there, they want $50 to get in. We
oh my God.
We tried to talk, we talked the dude down. I think he got down to like 30. We was like, fuck, we were already drunk. We like, fuck it. We get there, she like, all right, sis. She did. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm in there the whole night just people watching.
Oh my gosh, by yourself.
Drunk. No, I was bopping to the music in the corner like by myself. And at the end of the night, I got outside. She was She was like, yeah, girl, we about to go to another part. I'm like, after hours. I'm like, no, we're not.
You was like, we going home. We off the peach.
And we don't even know how we got home.
We off the peach.
We off the peach
We don't even know how we got home. And I didn't even realize my bank till the next morning. We looked at the pictures we took. Like, we had to know to take pictures.
Oh my goodness. I am not
Hot fucking mess. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like go on a tangent, but Peachka is the devil.
No, it is. It
the
is.
fucking devil.
My boy, Dave, he was the first one to put us on the peach kit. Because at the time, we was like I said, excuse me, I got the hiccups. We was drinking Mad Dog, and he was peach vodka. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
But that shit really do taste like peaches.
It do. It's good.
So it was alright for us. It was alright.
And that was like the 99 banana wave, 99 apple, like that wave.
Mm-hmm. Now I remember I had a friend. He had just started being my friend in my senior year of high school, 09, and he was well off. Like his parents had money, you know, and his dad went to the liquor store for us. Like, and I don't want to. This is not to be racist. I'm white. I'm half white anyway, but he was a white kid. You know, his dad was going to the liquor store for us, and he wanted to buy. His dad was like, Dominique wants what? What is this? And he was like, it's peach good, Dad. Just get it for her. That's what she drinks. He was like, well, how about Grey Goose? Come on, like, why did she have to drink the peach good? He brought it home. He was like, Dom, I got your cheap shit. Like, why do you have to be drinking this? I'm like, I'll get him.
No, for real. Like, he was.
He was trying to upgrade.
Right?
I was like,
Find up on the upgrade. He's trying to Beyonce you.
Yo, that shit was crazy as hell. Yup, and I stuck with Peachka for like the next 3 years. I still was like, it took a while.
Your life might have been different if you just dropped that for Grey Goose. Excuse me, if you'd have dropped that for Grey Goose.
This would have been, this would have been a whole show. You know what I'm saying? And not
I feel like it was like a
podcast.
Peachka Amsterdam like exclusive. Like that was like
yeah, it was a thing. Like
a whole wave.
Like people was starting.
Becca.
Yeah.
People was starting to like drop liquors we ain't never even heard of during our time. Like Amsterdam was like I think it was like gin at first, and then it became vodka, and they had like mad flavors.
Yeah.
I never heard no goddamn exclusive. Four Locos came out during our time. The first one, the one they had to recall. So like we experienced some stuff.
Yo, I watched people do some crazy shit in college off of Four Loco.
What was they doing?
I know.
Crazy shit.
What was they doing?
I watched niggas like fight, vomit all over themselves, go crazy, like don't know what the fuck is going on, like and just want to fight and just want to throw up. And just... but listen, it's like that's all you had was one Four Loco, and now you're going nuts. Like you done passed out and then threw up all over yourself. I'm like, damn, like, and that's all it took. Cause when we first had it, and this is bad too, Mom, forgive me. But this girl came to us before class. She was like, we should skip class and drink these things I got. They taste like soda.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck Four Loco was. I'm like, okay. I tried it. I was like, oh, this is good. It's like malt liquor. I drunk that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I slap boxed a nigga that day. Like, I did a bunch of wild shit.
She
like,
definitely forgot she was pretty that day.
Yeah, she was slap boxing niggas.
I'm telling you, like,
nigga is wild.
I'm just like slap boxing niggas. Like, it's a wild shit going on. This nigga's passing out, throwing up on themselves. Like, it was too much. Like, I was like, yeah, I can't rock with this.
Yeah.
But,
not the Four Locos.
they bad.
Like a full one. They gave me headaches. I don't know.
Too much sugar and caffeine and cocaine and shit.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Sprinkle of meth.
Yeah, no Four Locos.
All right, y'all. So I feel like today for our Are You Dumb? Why do y'all bully people on the internet? Why? That y'all bullied that poor girl. Like, Chloe, do your thing, girl. Do whatever the fuck you want. You are grown, honey. It doesn't matter what people have imagined you as in their heads or this pedestal they put you on that they think that you should be on. Not saying that you're not on a pedestal, because you are, honey. You are it. And stop letting all these people have you bothered because they're nobody. And y'all are trash for bullying that girl. Let her live her fucking life. She's a grown woman.
She's 22 years old.
Period. Like, leave that girl alone. Like, I don't think anything that she did as a grown woman was anything bad at all. Like,
Right. If you can't do it at 22, when can you do it? Like, what's the age? Like,
hello?
Okay, because it's like, if I did that, they'd be like, oh, she got a kid. Why would she? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what age can you do it if you can't do it at 22? You don't have any kids. You in your prime. You young, sexy, a superstar. Go ahead and do the silhouette challenge.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, that's how I be feeling. Like, I feel like it took me a long time to get into my sexiness.
Yes.
Like, you know, and I feel like I wish I had my sexiness by 22. Like, I wish I would have been, you know, because we got a clock.
We say things on this podcast where that we're like, oh, I hope my dad doesn't see it. I'm 30. I pay my own bills. Like,
Period.
My dad ain't been paying my bills for years. It's like, it's just a shame that, like, you know, we're so shunned to feel like we can't do certain things, especially as women. It's like, can we live?
And she's not the only 22-year-old out there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
like, y'all have a plethora of 22-year-olds that y'all can bother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you bother her? She's not even doing nothing.
It's a lot of people, like you were saying, just pedestals. When they see you in a certain way, they almost want to be you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do something that they wouldn't do, which is wild thinking about it, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, you're not me. Or
Right.
you're not her.
Exactly.
Right.
So let her enjoy her life like
But
you
no,
said.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like
She's
with
a
Miley
superstar at
Cyrus.
22.
Like,
That's crazy.
people was like, you're Hannah Montana. You can't. She like, that's a show. Like, I'm a
Grown,
crazy,
Mhm.
wild chick.
She
Like,
is.
I do what I want. Like, you know, yeah. Like, she like, I do what I want. Like, I'm not really Hannah Montana. But that's, I mean, that comes with the industry that they're in. But leave that girl alone. Like,
Yes.
stop bullying her.
Please
And the
don't.
blogs, y'all know y'all wrong.
And y'all too old for that. Just as far as like, you know, it's not like 18-year-olds beating her up about it.
Right.
Mhm.
Because they don't care. The rest of them are probably
Doing the
it
same
too.
thing.
These
It's
are 30 or
35-year-olds
40-year-olds,
probably. Come
50-year-olds.
on, y'all.
It's like you're a little too old to be worried about what this,
Focus on you.
22-year-old is doing. And she ain't hurting nobody on the internet.
At all.
She
didn't
not.
do anything.
Exactly.
So,
But mind her business. So
And
mind
be
yours.
beautiful.
Period.
Okay. Period.
We say period a lot.
Yeah.
I see.
And on God.
I could not. Yeah, we do. Well, yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I was about to say that's you. That's your thing. All right, so that. All right, so Soul was telling me that you had your own podcast at one point, and what made you stop doing that?
So I started my podcast back in 2015. I did that consistently for about, I think, 2.5, 3 years. During that time, I saw myself just wanting to add on to what I was doing. So I had podcasts. At that time, I was just, starting to work with Me to Say What up at Power 99 at the time. So I'm like, I've had so many people tell me I was funny or try stand up, do stand up. And I actually tried stand up a couple times, back in like 2012. So I'm like, I wanted to attack this just to add on to what I was doing. But I realized by doing that takes a lot of time too. Podcasts take a lot of time.
They do.
So does, being a stand-up comedian. Going over to Philly, not only going to Philly, going up to North Jersey, going to New York, driving just to different places. And that's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The clubs are open every night. It's something, it's a stage to get on every night. So I just told myself, I'm gonna take this time to go and build this, and I'll be back with my own. But I never stopped podcasting the whole time.
Right.
I just didn't have my own show at the time.
Gotcha.
So,
But that's how it be. Sometimes you got to do certain things first.
Right.
You gotta grow. I just looked at it as, like I said, it added on to what I was doing. And I think everybody that, it opened up a whole different network for me. I don't know, well, at the time, I didn't know any comedians that was around or anything like that. But there are a bunch of comedians that's doing dope stuff that's around. So, I was able to bridge that gap. Now I got a whole new fan base, that they don't know about podcasting, but I'm introducing them to it. So now, we get a chance to build together. And, that translated into just me throwing my own shows and stuff like that. So now, not only can I, produce my own podcast, but I can produce a real live show, a real live podcast show as well, because there's not too much difference between the stand-up show and that. So it's just bringing that all together. But, I just had to go get that real quick, come back.
Yeah. I love stand-up. That's dope. So do you still do stand-up?
Yeah, so it's not as much at the moment because of the given time and everything. Yeah. But I had a show that I threw September 20th, that just passed last year, at Vera, which is pretty dope, sold out during this pandemic. So it's just really waiting till this start to open up a little bit more. Maybe when the weather start to break again, I'll have something else, something bigger, something better. But just trying to bring talent here, bring eyes here, bring people here, because we always have to leave to go get something.
For
You know what I'm saying? So,
we definitely
Sure.
always speak about this.
Some of the ideas that I have, we can bring these people right here, have them in our backyards, and have them, know us. I told this to one of my Philly friends that every time somebody come and perform in Camden, they say Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how dare you?
That is
like,
so
listen, that's a thing though, and this is like a sidebar, but like I work at MetLife Stadium, and they do that too. Like every concert, like, "What's up, New York?" I'm like, "This is Jersey. Like, give us our props."
And that's all
like the New York Jets, the New York Giants, they play in Jersey.
Lord.
Summer Jam is in Jersey. Like, stop yelling New York all over the place. But they do that, I guess, because they feel like it's more appealing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the biggest.
It's more appealing. Like, come on, rock for the city.
But that's still some of the things I hold on to the back of my head, where it's like, I just want them to know our name. Whether it's in Pensacola. You came to Jersey tonight to have a good time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Show
Jersey love,
you know what I'm saying?
y'all.
But this is here.
Show us love.
That's it.
Definitely.
We always are like the fault, like the step kid or something. Like nobody rock with us.
They
like
try to treat us like that, but
like
ultimately
what?
you can.
Yeah.
Ultimately you can. It's a lot of positive people here. It's a lot of people really doing their things. A lot of talent here, and once we do get in front of those people, like, you can't hide it.
It's all about the talent.
You can't hide it. Can't hide it at all. I know, a couple people from Willenboro that's just, blow up. That just super, blew up. Because
shout out to Borough. Y'all know I'm from Borough, even though y'all be wilding in Borough. The little young Jones. Y'all gotta chill out. Stop ruining our town.
I always tell her we about to start a Willenboro show.
But listen, I love y'all. It's so many people from Willenboro doing their things. Like,
people doing their thing out there, man. It's just, like I said, once we just start supporting ourselves and showing up the shows that's here, and, everything, it'll just get bigger and better for everybody. Not only, just Willenboro, but everybody around.
Yeah.
Everybody I always say that South Jersey is so overlooked. Remember we were talking about that in the Black Business episode. People feel like they have to leave to go to New York or go to Philly to do something.
Sometimes they do, depending on what you into.
I mean, if you don't want to have to go for it, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get you.
Like you said, we kind of gotta go. If you want it, you gotta go get it.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's people who are pioneering where we're trying to bring it here, so that we don't gotta go nowhere else.
Yeah, just try to build our own market, and right now it is where it's at. So if you're looking for bigger, I understand you, because everything takes time to get there. But,
definitely.
I mean, to have our own market where people can have a show and sell out, I think that's beautiful.
No, it is. Definitely. That's a blessing.
Music 10 years ago, and they really were saying, around here it's a struggle to have, having people support, because everybody was beefing. So to see just where everything is at right now, and we getting a chance to build our own market. This guy's on the radio, this guy's getting Grammys. It's a bunch of stuff happening from the talent that's around here. And on any given night, even here, we're in the studio. There's some talented people here.
No, definitely.
In this one room,
and
I've been in plenty of rooms where I just feel like, it's 6, 7 of us in here. I guarantee you, like, this is probably the most talented room in the tri-state area in this moment. But it's probably other people feeling like that, rightfully so, because it is a lot of talent.
It is a whole lot.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what's really good? What's really good for this week?
What's really good, sis?
Because this is a podcast episode, I wanted to talk about the new podcast networks that are popping up. So, with Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and obviously with the Joe Budden Podcast Network. And I just want to talk about that a little bit, because especially with someone who's a seasoned podcaster, because obviously, like, if you're like me and you watch podcasts constantly, then you watch the whole battle between Joe Budden and Spotify happen, and it really, I feel like, brought us all back to labels taking Lauryn Hill's money, you know what I mean, taking all her publishing, taking all of her everything, and it like took us back to like this new thing starting, like when hip hop started, and these networks raping people,
coming and stripping people.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and doing that to our people, and like the battle that they went through, and this, that, and the other. And now these Black-owned podcast networks are popping up. And so I want to know if you think that it's better to just remain independent as a podcaster or hop on a network.
I mean, that's all subjective to the person and what they're going through. You know, I can't tell you to sign, not to sign a deal.
And the deal, it depends on the
$20,000 or $40,000 if that's going to change your life. It's all about what you want. So, you know, if you're big on ownership or just big on owning how you want to do things, maybe you look at it a different way when a network comes or when you approach a network. Maybe you come with your own, criteria. You come to your own contract, a list of, hey, listen, I know, we plan on doing business together, but I need these things, these need to be on this next contract.
Right.
And, we can negotiate something, but this is how you do business with me.
Right.
So I really think, that really all depends on what you want. It really depends on what you want, because I think freedom, it kind of is a price on it in a sense. Like just saying what you was talking about the Joe Button and going back and forth with Spotify. It's like, they gave them a contract, but they wasn't giving them a lot of freedom after that. Right. So you got to figure out who you get in business with.
Right.
And how you want to do things.
And really, just make sure you got some freedom. Make sure that you can own stuff. And don't be afraid to show up to that meeting or whatever with your own rules, with your own contract. Because we are
Don't be afraid to negotiate.
Right. And we are in a place, that is like, it's a free market. It's open. It's open right now. Like you said, right now, it's big fish take little fish right now. These platforms, Spotify, they got the money. Yeah. They know these guys got the talent, but they don't have the $100 million money. So let me do this, and we'll try to get what we can, but that's really it. So it's just really just seeing what you want.
Depending.
You gotta know what you want when you're getting into business or even in this game, because even though it seemed like it's late, it's still early.
Gotcha.
It's still so early.
It is. It's fresh.
No one knows, where this podcast is going. This whole realm.
Right.
Back in 2015, I seen it being in a place like this, but it's crazier than I could even imagine at the time.
Right.
So, to see where it's at right now, where we do have, the Black business owners, starting up their own networks to try to give other people a good shot, a fair shot. And I think that's all people really want at the end of the day. They don't want to be in a contract that's bad or feel like I can't do this or feel like, they're trying to get over on me.
Yeah, I can't trust these people.
So, having somebody like Joe go through that experience.
And then give people opportunities.
Right. And not only...
It gives you some type of security, because it's like he's been through it, so he wouldn't do it to me.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
I mean, even some people still take
I would still read that.
Yeah, no, still read it. You always should.
Always, man, because you never want, the people to turn into the person that they hate.
I was about to say.
You never want that. So
yeah.
But yeah, just take your time with everything, man. Don't rush. Don't think that the money's going to change something. Like the networks don't be offering too much, but more eyes. You have to figure out. You have to get creative if you are going to be independent on how to just get more eyes on it.
Right.
You're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to invest in production. You're going to have to, start doing other things outside of your norm, which is, just posting. I got a podcast, I'm going to post this, but the whole internet want to laugh right now. So you might want to,
We do.
You see this, you might want to figure out how to bring that together, because everybody, people look on the internet just for the dumb stuff. It's either dumb or super crazy.
Right.
Everything in between get lost.
Yeah. Everything is a gimmick.
Everything is a gimmick.
Everything's a gimmick. It's like, I can go on Facebook right now and light my hair on fire, and I promise you, I'll probably get 1 million views.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's something negative. I'm pretty sure there's 500,000 people that are waiting for me to light my hair on fire. Because it is mine. Finally!
Finally bald.
I told you she pretty now.
Right? Like, damn. Oh my God, poor Roland Ray.
I know. Oh, no. I mean, we sending prayers to Roland Ray, because that was terrible.
We're praying for you, Roland. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was wild, too. Take it out.
That was weird.
Oh, wow. Not weird.
All right. You might have to edit that.
No, I meant to say wow.
You said that was weird.
Wow. His weave caught on fire. I'm gonna say wow.
Oh gosh. Well, he friends with Beyonce. I really don't feel bad for him. Just because I want to be friends with Beyonce.
No, yeah.
You're like, well, bitch, he still got burned.
No, I feel you. No, no, the reason why I was saying that was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But the thing is, he was talking really reckless. Like he's a troll.
Oh, I know.
So he was telling Young Miami to dig her baby daddy up, and the same day his weave lit on fire.
Oh,
so
see, watch your karma.
Yep.
Watch what you say, honey. But blessings to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blessings to you.
All right, so y'all been together for how long doing this?
Technically, we started taping in November.
Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all seen or not. Has this been hard on like dating because y'all are very honest on here? You get to say certain stuff, but
Yikes!
people do get a chance to be like, yo, you know, I listen to that. Fuck you, man. Don't be putting my business. You know that can happen. Has it happened yet? Somebody.
This is a really good question. I'm gonna let Soul go first. Want me to go first?
I don't know. I just feel like, all right. So I'm gonna say this. Number one, I feel like men are very. They're not gonna come out and say like, why you say this? Why you say that? Why you say this? Why you say that? Like I can say though, like I kind of had to ask my man at some point because he might have dropped something I feel like I said on the podcast to me, like he was mocking me, like you know, like, and I'm like, wait, you watched the podcast?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Shout out to him for
But he'll be like, nah, I ain't watching it.
I know.
I'm like, you watched it. I'm like, you like that joke though, because you remembered it.
Right.
Like, you know?
Right.
I'm like, when you're dating somebody and because I feel like dating regardless, I feel like I'm just a big personality. Mm-hmm. Like, even before podcasting, you know, I have my line, VE. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I miss VE. I got this brand. Shout out to the glasses.
Looking fly, you understand?
Yeah.
Thank you for the package.
No problem at all. But like I had that, so it was like I was always someone who was here, there, everywhere. You know, I did music at one point. You know, I model. It's kind of like I'm a person that I have to network with people. I have to do things. I have to be who I am. And it's like in order to be with me, and I mean he's very understanding. So it's like in order to be with me, you just have to be okay with it.
Yeah, you gotta be open to it.
But I mean, if you do feel some type of way about something, I could, you know, check myself. Like, wait, what did I say? How did I say it? Because, you know, perception is different. When it's coming out your mouth, your intentions are not to be malicious, or you might be talking about something completely different, but somebody could take it and perceive it a certain type of way. But I haven't really had no problems. Like I said, it might be a subliminal here and there that I might think is that. It might not be. But no, I haven't had any issues yet. I don't think.
All right, so
like you got a story over there.
No, I don't. But we just had this convo recently.
The crazy thing is we did like yesterday, I think.
So that's why I was like, ooh. But so I actually don't think my boyfriend watches it. But Soul thinks he does. She's like, he watches it, girl.
He subscribed to our YouTube. That's why I'm like, he watch it. We see y'all niggas.
Like he watches
we
it.
See y'all watching.
But like she was saying, like when I met my boyfriend, I didn't have my business, which is August Jones Essentials. I didn't have that, but I did have the dream of doing a podcast. Mm-hmm. Like I went to school for it. Like I went to school for broadcast journalism, so he always knew that a podcast was in the works. It was coming, you know. Mm-hmm. So like it's not something that he would ever be like. He would never. I don't think critique it or say anything about it. And I feel like I'm on here being myself. Like anybody, all of y'all who watch.
No, I mean me too.
Y'all know, like. We both be saying some wild stuff, and
it's just us.
I be taking it there, like I be telling you on my body count, you know. So it's just like I be ODing, but this is me. Like if I was somewhere with him and I was talking to somebody else, I'll be talking just like this.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
So it's like take it or leave it. It's me, you know. But he doesn't give me any problems about it. So if he is watching it, he just chalking it.
I think that's good though, and that's healthy, especially if you're in a relationship where. Because you gonna want that support too.
My husband's very supportive. He posts everything, promote everything. Yeah. But he's hilarious too. Mm-hmm. So I think it's more or less him like saying like, "Oh, your joke was too much," or like, or your joke was poor. Like him just trying to be like smart. But
it shows that he's in tune though.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that he's in tune. So shout out to him. But because I know that could be. A crazy thing because now you're watching your words and the last thing you want to do, if this is your job, is to watch your words.
Right, you gotta be real.
Nah, it'd be funny because like I'll be because we literally watched the podcast multiple times before we put it out. So it was like I'll be watching it and sometimes I'll just go and watch be watching it around him. I'm like, damn, I can't believe I said that shit. Like, damn. He was like, that's you? You said that? Like,
I really don't. I don't I have my headphones on, and I don't know if he watches it. We really don't talk about it much, but he is supportive as far as
yeah, definitely.
He has to be supportive for me to even be doing this. Like,
he
gotta be watching our kid right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taking care of home, so it's like he has to be supportive for me to even be doing it. But he don't say nothing to me about it, which I like. I'm like, just don't watch it.
Right? I feel like I'm like that with a lot of people though. Not even just in dating,
like my mom. I'm like, Mom, you
yeah,
don't watch
like, you have to watch that.
You don't have to watch it. Read the title. You know, you can watch this.
You know what? This leads me. This
you
leads me into my OG gym, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have one until Dom just said that.
Okay, I like
so my OG gym is my mom always said, even though I might not agree with everything you always do, I'm gonna always support you. You're my child.
That's a mother.
So it's so funny because our mothers, especially when episode 2 dropped, because it was like the first episode was more or less just like, it wasn't really spicy. We might have said 1 or 2 things, but it was more like professional, like, more,
yes.
politically correct.
Yes.
And then my mom got to episode 2. She was like, girl, what the? You put this on the internet? I was just like, she was like, I mean, it was good. Y'all did good.
My mom was like, it was hard to get through that. It was a lot,
but she was like, I gotta support my baby. I'm like, so shout out to the moms. We always support our babies. Like I said, I know it's a lot of stuff that come out of my mouth. My mom be like, whoa, what did my child just say? Whoa. But listen,
we get it from them.
Definitely.
We get it from them.
If you know my mother, yes. So that's my OG gym. Always support, just support, period. Like, always support, even if you can. It's certain things that I do. I might not always like certain things, but if my people are doing it, I'm always supporting it. Like, support your people. I know you got on a t-shirt for one of your...
Therapeutic Vibe. Shout out to my boy Malcolm, man. Definitely.
Shout out to him. Support him.
Go check him out. Appreciate the shirt, man. This shit comfortable. I feel like a Laker.
I like the colors. I was about to say, I like the Kobe effect. It's like a Kobe effect. I fuck with that.
See you at the Staples Center real soon.
That's so lit. We want to definitely thank you for coming.
Nah, I appreciate y'all, man. This was a really good time. I really hope that y'all continue to stick with this. And like y'all already been doing, grind it out. Keep being creative. Anybody that's out there with a podcast, keep being creative within that realm. Because even, what y'all was just saying about the mom supporting y'all and all that stuff, but it was hard to get through certain episodes. It's because, y'all are really putting yourselves out there.
We are.
Listen,
I'm telling you, I'm hiding from my 7-year-old. Like, I'm telling
my
y'all.
baby's too young, but her son,
I'm hiding. He's like, literally, at the point, listen.
Talking about big
he's like, listen. It's like, we'll be in the car. I'm just driving. We going to Dunkin' Donuts or something. And my son will be like, Mom, can I ask you a question? I'm like, what? He's like, why can't I watch your podcast? I'm like, and he'll be like, Sally, he's like, but I'm your son. Why would you not? I was like, sir, you can't. It's for grown ups. It is not for you. Not for you. But those things were the hardest though. When we were getting ready to start the podcast, like I literally used to call her with anxiety, like, girl, did you see what we said? Like, should we edit that out? And I'm like, you know what? No, because at the end of the day, I'm grown. Like we literally used to give each other those pep talks, like. Remember, girl, we grown.
It's a separation point too. Any other podcast, you just will hope that they being completely honest and putting themselves out there. And even a podcast that you like, it's because they probably just being honest.
Right.
Like, that's the thing that's going to separate you between, the other podcasts and y'all, is the fact that somebody can always check in, no matter how crazy it may be.
Yes.
They always going to leave you like, you know what, I respect that woman, because she was super honest about it.
She
was super honest. They can never use that against you ever again, because I didn't put myself all the way out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't
get it.
So that's good. So y'all definitely keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Have some ugly girls sit on this couch.
There are no ugly girls.
Nobody is ugly, y'all.
I saw some ugly women. I don't know what you're talking about. It's ugly people. Sorry, I'm joking.
No.
Everybody's beautiful.
In their own way.
I think.
There's somebody for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's that on that.
Everybody just don't want the person that's foot up.
It definitely be people.
Yes.
Yo, that takes me to that dude who ripped that girl. He got that. I think he has a podcast. Is it a podcast or what? When the girl called in, she was like, "I'm looking for this type of dude." He was like, "Do you think that a man of that caliber will want you?" He was like, "What do you rate?" He was like, "What do you rate yourself without makeup?" She said a 5. He was like,
"She said 5."
That's what he said. He was like, "So you're average. Why would a man that has a bunch of money and can have any woman he want? You got a kid,
right?"
and you make less than him,
Damn.
and you're 5, why would he want you?
Like, and you got baggage. Sheesh, Louise.
He was like, you're less than average. She
That's
was like,
harsh.
why would you call me that? He was like, you called yourself a 5. Like,
Yeah.
But the thing is with that too is, I mean, you could, get yourself like a ball player or whatever, but you probably skipped out on a lot of dudes that was gonna do you right from the
no,
jump.
but that's what I'm saying.
So,
like,
all them years that you finally gonna go get that,
Yes.
you could have been chilled out, settled down, had a
And found a
good
good
time,
man.
right, and
Exactly.
found a
equally
solid
yoked.
dude.
Right.
Find people that are equally yoked with you.
Yes, equally yoked. Because you can find your ball player and you more than likely gonna get cheated on. He gonna be trying to play you out. Not that all ball players do it. All ball
But he
players
is.
do it.
I'm telling you, that's the first thing that I would think. As soon as I date a rapper or a ball player, like, it's like you gotta have that shit in your head. Like, all right, bitch, you're gonna be crying in this Rolls Royce. We
I was
gonna be paying that
I was
motherfucker.
gonna say the brokey gonna cheat on you too. So
Like, we gonna be in this
wisely.
motherfucker looking at the stars. Like, how could he? You should just already know. Like, that's a given. I'm telling you. Like, I feel like women are dumb to believe that they're. And the only reason why I say that, especially when a dude is in his prime.
Yeah.
Or just got on, or because it's like they get a lot of things they're not used to, and with money and attention come women, and all these things they never had. And I feel like they have that craving inside to want to fulfill because they're at a level that they never been.
Right.
And they want to have their fun. That's just how I feel like it's like a mannerism of men, even women. I mean, some people get a taste of a life they never had, and they just want to have fun.
And the bad thing is sometimes they never go back.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, a lot of them don't. That's what I'm saying.
But that's why
until they go broke, and then you end up on Love and Hip Hop with 5 baby moms that you arguing with, hoping that you can bag a bitch through Instagram now. So
Not paying no child support. Just living wild.
Yeah, pretty much.
So don't do that. But anyway, we thank you so much
Appreciate
for
you.
everything that you contributed today. I feel like you dropped a lot of gems. You're the first person who asked us what pretty girl privilege, where that came from.
I needed to know.
So that was super lit. I feel like it's weird because like I've heard your name from multiple people and they always say like you're super funny, and the fact that you were hiccuping half the time
Just goes to show you should have told more jokes.
You're so on brand. Like I'm not.
You know what? Speaking of that, no real shit.
Yeah.
Before we leave, we should do a round of questions, like so we can have a little spice. It'll be spicy time. We'll have a little quick, spicy time.
Okay.
That's what he said. He was like, "What spicy question y'all gonna ask me?" We're like, "Damn, we didn't even prepare nothing spicy."
know.
Like, we ain't want to bring smoke, and you be like, "This is supposed to be professional."
I want all the smoke.
Okay.
Dr. Curry say, line me up.
Okay, you know what? We about to play 10 questions, and me and her just gonna go back to back and ask you questions.
Ask you questions. All right, let's do it.
All right. So, do you think that being funny helps you get in the draws?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you can make her smile, you can crack her ass.
Yeah. All right.
Wait. So, okay.
It's not
So
even crack a smile, crack ass. How about that?
Okay. In the midst of cracking the ass, right? I just want to bring this up because one of the episodes I did watch of the Devin Wade podcast, you guys were talking about how booty hole tastes like. I think it was like pennies. Like it was like 2 pennies, 1 nickel, or a battery.
It definitely tastes like 32 cents.
So I know that you're very, you know what you're doing when it comes to that. So let me ask you this: you ever suck a fart out of a butt?
No. I don't know. I dibbled and dabbled. I really don't know what I'm doing.
She never let one go while you was down there.
At least not that I know of.
Oh,
okay. It could have been
Listen,
silent.
When you're dealing with, when the booty hole kind of clean, it's gonna taste like pennies. It's gonna taste like nickels. It's gonna taste like 32 cents.
Okay.
32 cents.
Some people say rubber bands.
Minerals.
I ain't never taste rubber band.
Maybe like
Okay,
iron
so
minerals.
let me ask you this. So did you see the recent Trey Songz video that was circulating? Okay, so we believe that a woman was giving him fellatio, and we believe that she dibbled and dabbled under the gooch to the butthole of the man.
She was
Trey
like doing a
Songz.
little rim action.
Do you prefer that?
No, so that's the part of my life where I'm not that freaky yet.
Okay.
I mean,
You're just not there yet?
I don't ever want to be there, but I don't know. You get
Like, what if she just do it?
At 40, 50, I just don't know sexually what I'm going to need, but like as far as right now, if I got a choice of I'm writing down what I want, that's never coming up.
So are you pulling her up if she do it? Like, say she's just a nasty bitch and she just started.
I definitely had a scare before. Chill out. What you doing? What are you doing?
I'm scared.
Come up. All right. I sit back down.
goodness,
I definitely had one of those where it's like, nah, I'm good. I don't even like women looking at my ass.
Okay.
No, yeah, yo, that is prevalent with men.
Y'all get mad aggressive. Y'all start grabbing asses.
I do like
people that's into that. Salute to y'all. I mean,
Yeah,
that's where y'all at sexually. I ain't there yet. So.
Okay, so say because you're a presence on social media, how would you feel if your sex tape leaked?
Damn, I mean, shit, I ain't never think about that, for real. I mean, I think it'll be good for me.
Okay.
But no, at the end of the day, I mean, that's still, you know, I got family and friends on there. You know, so
exactly. Like
I'm still going to be super embarrassed. Like, don't ever, like, that's going to mess me up for a couple days. But other shit happens after that. So it's like, you know, let a week go past. People won't forget. No, they ain't going to forget.
They probably say
it just won't be that bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll be old news. Somebody else's dick will be online.
Right.
That's it. Like, look at Nate Robinson. He got beat up a couple months ago.
Nope. Yeah, we did forget.
Forgot.
It's here and there. Like,
he got
get put on the
He
meme, but
did.
you know, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang. Why do you have to bring it back up? That was kind of shady.
I see.
All right. Well, speaking of that, do you record your sex?
I have.
Okay.
I mean, you definitely gotta see what's going on. Sometimes you gotta run it back yourself.
Okay, you gotta watch your highlights to know how to. The next game, you gotta be ready for the next game. See, you gotta give your best.
Yes.
Shout out to Jaquan said every time you hit, you gotta give your best.
Yeah, shout out to Jaquan.
Nah, that's. I actually I grew up with that mentality because I've heard women speak a little bad about niggas sometimes. You know, it can get a little ugly in whatever group chat they in. It can get a little ugly, so you definitely gotta make sure you at least put your best foot forward when you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this is the
Hold on. Let me stop it right there.
Okay.
Y'all looking buttholes?
No.
Hell no, I'm not.
You
No.
took too long when you said that. I don't know.
I said
no.
No, I really never did. I always say that when I get married, I want to. Like, just to.
So like a day defines if you're going to do it or not?
Well, just the fact that
I guess a commitment.
The commitment that he chose me to be his wife. And well, really, why I say it is because at that point, it's just gonna be one person over and over and over for the rest of my life. So we gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get it really freaky. I'm like, we gotta get it. Like, you know. And then we on an island and he just washed his ass.
Right? And it's
hold on. The fact that she has it pictured in her head already is wild.
We on an island.
She's like on an island when he's fresh out this. Like, she sees it already. Like, oh, this is the perfect time. So listen, boyfriend right now, if you go into an island with her, prepare, bro.
Have your butthole shaved. Have your shit shaved and waxed.
I told him.
Have it waxed.
He's not with it, but he will be. You know, we'll talk him into it. Well, you know. No, I haven't though. So this is the infamous PGP question. What's your porn category?
Sheesh. I like my shit to look real. So I'm really into a bunch of like wild shit. I know some friends that's into some wild shit.
You like amateur porn?
Yeah, just regular shit. I ain't really into.
You don't got no fetishes? Like, you don't like Star Wars porn and shit? Like, where they dressed up and shit?
I'm not even into Star Wars with clothes on. and I heard that's pretty good. I heard Star Wars is awesome.
The Mandalorian.
I never watched Star Wars like that.
I
like Baby Yoda though.
Baby Yoda.
Nah, man. I mean, I'll be trying to give up porn.
So what do you type in when you search your porn? Like, is it like big booties 97?
No, so I mean, you definitely gotta have some ebony a little bit in there, man. Hopefully some ebony, gotta have some Latina in there.
Okay, ebony and Latina is very
that's where
popular.
I'm kind of looking towards. White porn is amazing if y'all haven't known. But yeah, white porn is super. Like,
white
great.
porn is like really good.
No, they're wild.
They're wild. They get it popping.
It's too much. They're like the Asians. Like, Asian has wild porn too. Like, the Asians are wild.
Girl, let us know.
I watch it for two different reasons.
No Asian ass.
That might be what it is.
I actually watch white porn like it's a Hulu show.
All
like
right.
They be having fun. For real, they be having like plots and all that shit.
I know he be coming over like, you said that your pipe was clogged.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets weird though. Be like,
But I got this.
like that, right?
That really be it. The
Stepdad with big cock.
Stepdad with big cock. Forces. What? Okay, this is where I draw the line.
Just got finished fucking my stepsister. After I paid my taxes.
Cruel attention and shit. Nah, he ain't gonna get his taxes done. It's like his sister.
Taxes.
Yo, real shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I keep it kind of simple in there. Like I said, I be trying to like not look at that most of the time though. But
Yeah.
how about y'all? What y'all be looking
Yeah, I don't
at?
watch porn. I don't.
She doesn't. And mine is DP.
Ooh. Ooh, I had to think for a second. How many times did you hear that answer?
Well,
That's
he
the
heard
first
multiple times. It always comes up.
Now, what's funny is I actually had a girl approach me where she was like, yo, listen, like, so she told me that her ex dude or whatever, he really wasn't into it. And, you know, we sitting there kicking it. I know what tonight is hitting for, so I'm like, if she's trying to summons me into DP, like she's telling me how bad, like that's really like her fantasy,
her thing.
what she want to do it.
Okay.
See, so is that like?
Let me say too, it isn't just a fantasy. It's not something I ever want to do.
Okay.
So I never did it. I never want to.
I'm not judging that, right? I'm just looking at it from my standpoint. It's not. It's two dicks. It's not that much space. It's
Yo,
like,
real shit.
What's going on?
We always make fun of that. Like, do y'all be high fiving?
Right,
What do y'all be doing?
happened?
Like,
You know?
DP. See, I've never done that. I've ran a train. That's two different things.
chugga, choo, choo.
You know, like.
All right, that's our little train dance.
Yeah, we always do the train.
That's in the early 20s, but yeah. I've done that. Slap hands, no, because then stuff would get weird.
Yeah.
Y'all don't dap and shit?
You
No.
You dap when you go in and out the room, like when you doing the train, like you don't tag niggas
Good
in.
luck.
You don't tag niggas into the ring, like it's a tag team match. It's a cage match. It's 6 of y'all.
Yeah,
and especially that I've never even been a part of something like that. Like I've seen stuff like that, but I'm good off that. That's too many dicks. Like I'm not. I don't think. Like, how am I gonna have fun being a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh? Like,
no, I always say that.
Like threesomes with 2 women.
I've actually never had one.
Okay, ladies. So listen, if y'all want a shot at Garnett in a threesome.
And 2 of y'all want to
I'll
get
let
together.
my boy.
I've definitely I've had the opportunity.
I think if you have a threesome, I feel like any man that had a threesome probably did have a butt ache.
What?
I feel like with so much going on with 2 women, like where else her mouth gonna be at other than kissing you?
Yeah,
like
there's 2 of them down there.
Yeah, like you fucking one of them. The dick is in something. You probably getting your butt ate. Like at some point, somebody eating your butt. Somebody doing something.
The girl might be doing with the girl.
And that's why I say he might get his butt ate if you have a threesome.
It just never went through. Like it never went through. I actually remember just like my friend. It was his birthday. He was we had ended up partying down at Stockton that day, and I ended up getting a text from the girl I'm messing with at the time, and she sent that text like, "Hey, listen, threesome tonight. Like, what's good?"
Yes, that's the text you want to get.
Yeah, but we ain't get back in time. And then the next day we went to DC, and that kind of just like fluttered. So, hey, ain't no real big story. But
so you ain't get your threesome.
Came up short, man.
Listen, you gonna get your threesome. Listen.
I'm good.
I'll let my boy, y'all.
Yes.
I done heard a couple stories.
He funny. Like he said, if he can, if he can make you crack up, he can crack the ass or whatever he said. Something along them lines.
You can crack a smile, then you can crack the ass.
Exactly.
Laughter is a powerful thing.
It is.
He gonna make you laugh, ladies. He gonna show you how to hand glide. Get with him.
So what's your fascination? Like, what's fantasizing? Like, what do you fantasize about when it comes to DP? Like, what is it that's just like this is a fantasy?
All right, so I think it's like taboo for me. You know, like just like people who like watching stepdad porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, like to me, like that's way too much. But like DP is taboo enough where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe she let them 2 dicks fuck her. You know, like to me that's like so crazy. And, like,
I think you're just fascinated with seeing 2 big dicks.
No.
At one time.
Like I said, it's because it's taboo
on screen
and outlandish to me. It's like I'm not going to do that, so let me watch it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you just there with your popcorn.
Yes, I'm just there with my popcorn.
So y'all just watch porn like it's Hulu, like he said.
I'm watching it like it's Hulu. Like, you know?
The pop be good sometimes, man.
I do just watch, you know.
You're crazy.
Just because honestly, when I think about it, all right, never mind. But I did all that for nothing. But I'm just saying, I don't actually get off to that. Is what I was going to say. You know, I just That's just what I watch. I don't know. Just 2 is better than 1.
That's what I'm saying. You just like seeing 2 black dicks at once.
She's right. I do.
Not saying in person or not like that, but I'm just saying when you're watching it, it's like, oh, look at that. Oh, but because think about Trey Songz's video had two big black dicks in it.
That would have been a lot.
That would have really
been that big and be 2. He had enough dick for just 1. You know, like that was a lot of dick. But like, yes. But yes, I definitely feel like I do like. I think so was right. I do like 2 black dicks, big black dicks. But I also just feel like it's a taboo thing where it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but it's cute.
It's cute. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't do it, but it's cute. It's crazy.
Yeah, like that's cute. Yo, there's so many things I'm like that with. Like, it's times I see people doing certain shit, and I'd be like, okay, I wouldn't do that, but that's cute.
Right.
Like, you know, like, what's for you is what's for you. Like,
exactly. It's like
it doesn't mean you're not fascinated by it. Like, I sat and watched Khalees fucking give birth to goats and shit. I would never fucking give birth to goats, but
what you mean she gave birth to goats?
She got animals and shit. Khalees, she's a farmer.
Like a goat coming out her coochie.
Yeah.
Weren't you?
No, meaning like no. Y'all done drunk too much of this damn drink.
I was gonna say,
Y'all done drunk too much of the damn drink.
Like she pushed out a goat?
No, like her goat had babies.
Okay.
But I was watching, and I'm just sitting there like, this is fascinating, but I don't like animals that much to be watching them give birth to, you know, or be there helping them give birth to their babies.
I'm not an animal person.
No. But that's what I mean. Like, it was fun. I was sat and watched it. I was like, damn, I just watched a video of goats for like 35 minutes. But I'm not with it.
Not with it at all.
So it's like that.
But yeah, no, definitely a vibe. This was a vibe. Like, we totally appreciate. Yes, we appreciate you. You know, letting your hair down with us.
See?
What can we expect from you? What is coming? I feel like
a lot. I mean, I can't pinpoint just one thing. Like I said, I'm going into different ventures right now. Just really preparing myself for what I really want to do and how I really want to do it. So within this next year, you know, 2021. You know, this year is the year, no complaints, just get it done. And
period.
By 2022, I'm gonna see a lot of results from the attitude. So, you know,
and don't be trying to act all Hollywood like you don't know me.
Hollywood.
You always
never
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
I know us. You know us now.
I'm never Hollywood.
You know,
I'm Garnett. Remember Plush? Remember Plush?
The Mad Dog 2020 nights.
Yes. Rubbing my foot on your chest.
I still don't know how that happened, for real, for real. And the crazy thing was, you know what? The fucked up part, now that I sat here and thought about it, and I gave my story about Daniqua, he probably bumped into us or something, because we used to be them rowdy bitches too. Like, it's just you keep bumping us?
Yeah, like, get back.
Get that nigga.
No, I bumped into.
But I'm just saying, like, yeah, when I met Garnett, I was like, yo, this is a funny dude. Like, he's mad cool.
Yeah, that's a vibe. Well, we thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Have me back. You know, have more smoke.
Okay.
And when you start your podcast up,
come through. I'm gonna have the smoke.
We'll bring the pretty girl privilege.
Yeah. So, you want to sign us out?
All right, y'all. This was a great episode. I'm so happy that my boy Garnett came out. I cannot wait for us to go hand gliding. I'm all for it.
Watch this shit.
And I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that.
All right, just sign a waiver.
No, I'm not signing the waiver. Because if I fucking die, y'all better get Garnett. Because he's supposed to be my coach. He's supposed to be my Mr. Miyagi on the hand glide. So, but no, I definitely thank you for coming out. Check him out. Follow him on IG. Let him know your handle.
Sherlock Homeboy. If you can spell, it's SherLockHomeboi, not a Y.
Good job.
Somebody took the Y.
Okay.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. We'll put it up on the screen for you too, just in case y'all can't catch
She
that.
said, good job. I had to catch myself. Like, hold on. What?
She was like, you spelled that right.
Okay. He can spell.
Barely.
Not barely. Barely.
I practice reading on TV.
PGP. Hold it down.
A mess. So good.
All right, y'all. But this is your girl Soul, and life is too fucking short to be born or broke.
And this your girl Dom, and life is too short for anything but good vibes.
And this is. Are you gonna hit a note with us?
I'm gonna try.
We're gonna sing Pretty Girl Privilege. We're gonna sing it though, okay?
All right, let me hop in so we can start.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Pretty girl privilege.
Ooh, yeah.
pretty girl privilege.
And we out.